today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
They often say you can't force situations. You just have to let them happen organically, and that's exactly what happened in Kansas City as Patrick Mahomes took over as the quarterback and has become the face of the franchise in the NFL as we now move into the 101st season. Fourth year in the league, already has an MVP, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP on his resume. 3 huge games in the postseason last year, 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and 2 more on the ground. He just keeps getting better and better, and every time you watch him play, you want to see more.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 6 catches, 85 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a Louisiana native, a star nearby LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Janoris Jenkins on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a first down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. first down, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 4 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Good. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, the march up.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Now this carries into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Janoris Jenkins on the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense to get the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
41.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
28-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Saints have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's able to put it through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now remember, this is the number 1 in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And this carries into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
15. And the first down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Sammy Watkins.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 48.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
A gain of 9.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 20.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Chiefs.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all.
As far it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. The the Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
46-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And the former first pick in the 2nd round of the 2001 draft doing his thing.
And the beauty of watching him play is progressions. Yeah, he can throw it deep, but how about his ability to hit secondary targets, underneath targets, and hits them with accuracy?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now on first down. Bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target.
And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Breeze. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Breeze again. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Teddy Bridgewater leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Eagles at halftime. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Matt Ryan, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here comes Montgomery now to return it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now it looks like we're going to time out as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Lutt's good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Stopped him in his tracks. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Saints again ready to go on offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of the team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Wilson, a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At their
from just shy of midfield. Breeze. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 27-yard
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Lutz. To the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football, look out.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And barrels way into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
5-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Intended for Jared.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's got it, complete to Fowler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Saints! Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints just continue to roll.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's tackled.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
A gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Alvin Kamara. He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 20.
That's good for a Saints.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Number 28.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers.
But Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook
And this offense continues to pour it on. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Jared Cook who finishes it off with a touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Complete to Clyde.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a run past midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes firing complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here.
See a screen pass, and the defensive tackle ends up making the play. You know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Again, the ball frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Looks good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Chiefs, 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this carries into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
For the Chiefs.
Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.